The Art of Graceful Living, Mastering Etiquette in Modern Society in an Age where digital interactions often overshadow face-to-face communication. Mastering modern etiquette has become both an art form and a necessity. From understanding subtle social cues to navigating complex dining rituals, etiquette is the invisible thread that weaves together our daily interactions. This guide explores how refined manners can elevate personal relationships, professional success, and overall life satisfaction while addressing contemporary challenges in maintaining decorum across various settings. The foundations of respectful interaction etiquette begins with recognizing the inherent dignity of every individual. This principle forms the bedrock upon which all other rules are built. When you treat others with respect, you create an environment where everyone feels valued and comfortable. A simple but powerful gesture is making eye contact when speaking with someone. This nonverbal cue signals attention and engagement, fostering deeper connections. Equally important is active listening, which involves not just hearing words but truly comprehending their meaning. Respect boundaries. Understand personal space requirements vary by culture and situation. In formal settings, maintain at least arm's length distance from strangers. Use appropriate titles. Always use the correct honorifics until informed otherwise. For example, address professionals as Mr., Ms., or Doctor unless given permission to use first names. Cultural sensitivity plays a crucial role in respectful interaction. What may be considered polite behavior in one country could be seen as rude in another. Being aware of these differences helps avoid unintentional offenses. Nonverbal communication accounts for up to 93% of human interaction according to research by Albert Mehrabian. This emphasizes the importance of body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice in conveying messages effectively. Dining etiquette across cultures' eatery experiences offer a microcosm of societal norms through table manners. Understanding basic dining protocols allows individuals to navigate restaurant environments confidently without causing discomfort. In Western cultures, using utensils properly demonstrates refinement. Hold forks correctly with your dominant hand, keeping fingers away from the tines. Knives should always remain in place during conversations between bites. Ordering food politely. When placing orders, express preferences clearly but respectfully. Avoid dictating choices, instead ask questions about ingredients or preparation methods. Paying the bill. It's customary to split checks evenly among guests unless one person insists on paying entirely. If splitting, use a separate napkin to handle money discreetly. Asian dining customs differ significantly from Western practices. In Japan, it's common to pass dishes around the table rather than serving individually. Maintaining silence while eating shows respect for communal meals. Middle Eastern hospitality traditions emphasize generous service. Accepting offered food politely reinforces positive relations, even if portions seem excessive initially. Refusing repeatedly might be perceived as insulting. Modern cafes have introduced new etiquettes related to technology use. While it's acceptable to check phones briefly, prolonged screen time during meals disrupts conversation flow and appears disrespectful. Professional etiquette in the workplace. Workplace conduct reflects both personal character and organizational values. Adhering to professional standards fosters trust, enhances productivity, and contributes to career advancement opportunities. Email correspondence requires particular care due to its permanent nature. Before sending any message, proofread for typos, ensure clarity, and confirm the recipient's identity. Subject lines should be descriptive yet concise. Meetings demand punctuality and preparedness. Arrive 5 minutes early to establish reliability and show respect for others' time. Prepare talking points beforehand to contribute meaningfully to discussions. Phone etiquette. Answer calls promptly, identify yourself before speaking, and keep conversations brief unless prior arrangements dictate otherwise. Office attire. Dress appropriately based on company culture. When unfeedback delivery follows specific guidelines to maintain professionalism. Focus on behaviors rather than personality traits when offering constructive criticism. Frame suggestions positively whenever possible. Networking events require careful balance between approachability and discretion. Introduce yourself clearly, listen actively, and follow up with contacts within 24 hours via email or LinkedIn. Remote work etiquette presents unique considerations regarding virtual meetings and electronic communication. Ensure good lighting, clear audio, and a distraction-free background for video conferences. Limit non-work-related chatter during scheduled tasks. Social etiquette in personal relationships. Personal relationships thrive on mutual respect and considerate behavior. Practicing good social etiquette strengthens bonds and prevents misunderstandings that could damage friendships or romantic partnerships. Gifting is an expression of thoughtfulness that requires consideration of occasion, relationship dynamics, and cultural sensitivities. Choose gifts that reflect shared interests rather than expensive items unless explicitly requested. Houseguests benefit from clear expectations regarding responsibilities, schedules, and personal space. Provide information about household routines and offer flexibility in accommodating guest needs. Birthday celebrations. Plan ahead for special occasions, considering dietary restrictions and preferred activities. Send invitations well in advance to allow adequate notice. Funeral attendance. Show genuine sympathy through heartfelt condolences rather than focusing solely on protocol adherence. Allow mourners space to grieve without pressure to engage socially. Conflict resolution demands emotional intelligence and empathy. Approach disagreements calmly, acknowledge valid concerns, and seek mutually beneficial solutions rather than asserting dominance. Friendship maintenance requires consistent effort through regular communication and meaningful gestures. Schedule catch-ups intentionally rather than relying solely on spontaneous encounters. Event attendance and social protocol. Participating in events demands awareness of expected behaviors and unspoken rules governing different types of gatherings. Whether attending weddings, galas, or community functions, knowing proper conduct ensures enjoyment without offending hosts or attendees. Wedding etiquette includes respecting the couple's wishes regarding seating arrangements, gift-giving, and participation levels. Follow dress codes strictly, especially for black tie affairs requiring formal attire. RSVP procedures. Confirm attendance promptly after receiving invitations. If unable to attend, inform organizers immediately with sincere apologies. Fundraising events. Contribute generously if financially able, but never feel obligated beyond reasonable means. Volunteers play vital roles in organizing successful charity functions. Galas necessitate knowledge of formal event structures, including cocktail receptions, dinner courses, and dance segments. Arrive dressed appropriately, familiarize yourself with venue layout, and observe drinking limits responsibly. Community events foster local connection but require respectful engagement with diverse participants. Participate enthusiastically while being mindful of differing opinions and backgrounds present at public forums. Virtual event attendance introduces new dimensions to traditional socializing. Maintain camera presence when appropriate, mute mics during unrelated conversations, and participate in Q&A sessions with relevant comments. Digital etiquette in the online world. The rise of digital communication has created new standards for online behavior that parallel traditional face-to-face interactions. Navigating cyberspace requires awareness of platform-specific norms while preserving core principles of respect and courtesy. Social media usage demands thoughtful curation of content that represents authentic self-expression without encroaching on others' privacy. Share experiences openly while being sensitive to potential impacts on friends, family members, and colleagues. Comment moderation. Engage constructively in online debates by avoiding inflammatory language. Disagree respectfully, allowing others room to share perspectives without feeling attacked. Private messaging. Obtain consent before initiating direct communications. Keep conversations focused on shared topics rather than prying into private matters unnecessarily. Email etiquette remains critical despite decreasing reliance on physical mail. Maintain subject line consistency. Organize attachments logically, and respond promptly to inquiries regardless of urgency level. Instant messaging platforms require similar attentiveness to response times and context appropriateness. Establish clear communication channels with close contacts to manage availability expectations effectively. Voice and video call etiquette parallels in-person interactions with additional technical considerations. Test equipment beforehand, minimize background noise, and schedule calls at convenient times for all parties involved. Intergenerational etiquette considerations. Navigating cross-generational relationships requires adaptability and open-mindedness toward evolving social conventions. Older generations may hold different views on appropriate conduct compared to younger counterparts. Youthful enthusiasm for informal communication styles contrasts sharply with older adults' preference for structured interactions. Finding middle ground involves acknowledging generational differences while seeking common ground through shared goals. Communication modes offer options for interacting. Some prefer texting while others value phone calls. Be flexible about meeting formats depending on interlocutors' comfort zone. Tech literacy. Patiently explain technological tools to less digitally savvy relatives without condescension. Encourage exploration rather than forcing adoption of unfamiliar interfaces. Parent-child dynamics involve balancing authority with respect. Parents should model desired behaviors while allowing children autonomy in developing their own social skills progressively. Grandparent-grandchild relationships benefit from intentional quality time spent together. Regular visits reinforce familial ties while providing opportunities to learn from each other's life experiences. Age-inclusive communities promote mutual learning by valuing wisdom from all stages of life. Foster environments where seniors feel respected and young people gain appreciation for historical contexts shaping current realities. Conclusion. Mastering etiquette is an ongoing journey that enriches every aspect of life. As society evolves, so too must our approaches to interpersonal conduct and social responsibility. By cultivating grace under press,